Hey guys, and welcome on in to an episode of Getting Wild and Flying High, free NHL and MLB picks. I'm Terry, ready to break down today's slate. I want to thank everybody for being understanding about me taking a few days off. I've been dealing with some bad headaches, and they come and go, but had a couple of days this last few days that they've been affecting me badly. So obviously, I can't do the show when I have a really, really bad headache. So um, that's one of the main reasons for not doing the shows the last few days. So I want to thank everybody for being understanding with that. And one more announcement. I have, after some consideration, decided to cancel the best bet segment for a couple reasons. One, it is time consuming, and I'd rather be spending that time capping and getting more information. And also, it focuses on one bet. Um, and some days you can have a 9 in 1 day, but your one loss was your best bet. So I'm going to get rid of the best bet segment. Still want people to put their bets, what you like, put it in the chat. Feel free to continue that, but we're going to cancel the best bet segment for a few reasons. So thank you everyone for being understanding about that. But we're going to jump into today's slate and we're going to talk about game seven between Seattle and Dallas. In this game, we'll jump into the chat first. He's back. Yes, I'm back. What is that music? Oh my god, it's Terry. Yes, it is. And hockey music will be going away soon because it'll be just baseball coming up soon. Hey, Terry. Hey, Crystal. It's on, Nick. It's on. What's up, Terry? I smash like. Thank you, Richie, as always. Um, but going into this game, and I like this game a lot. If you've been betting the over 5.5 in this series, you are 6-0. All six games have gone over 5.5. If you've been betting over six, then you're 5-0-1 with one push. And now we have this elimination game, and still the total's at 5.5 or six. Um, I don't really know what else to say other than if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I like the over in this game. Looking at the side, I do have a free pick up on picks and parlays. I did a tweet on Twitter as well, tweeting the free pick out. Um, Dallas here is minus 190 to minus 220. And the only thing I have to say is should Dallas in a game seven against a team they've lost 3 out of 6 games so far, should they be minus 220 favorites? And the answer to that for me is no. Seattle, one of the best road teams in the NHL all season long. No one expected them to, let alone make the playoffs this year, let alone go to the second round, being one game away from the Western Conference Finals. This team has been underpriced all series long, and I have to take the Kraken. It's just too big of a price. If Dallas wins, I won't be shocked, but they are just way too overpriced in this game, and I have to take the Kraken at this beautiful road price once again. Looking at player props, because I do like the over, as I said, and I do like player props as well. Um, Ely Tolvanen, he you can get him for a point at plus 160 at most spots, plus 150 to plus 160. Goal and assist in the last game. Two of the last four games he has a point in, and um, obviously two of the games he didn't. But I just feel that plus 160 is just too big of a price for a game seven when the series has been going over uh, pretty much all series long. I think that total is just, or that price is just too good. So I had to take that. Looking at Dallas, Jamie Benn, he's been assisting like crazy. 5 assists in his last 6 games. Obviously, Dallas had a really bad game in the last game, so Ben did not get an assist there. I do expect a better game from Dallas in this one. So looking at Ben assist, which you can get up to plus 125, I think that is a nice prop as well. Moving on down along to Mr. Joe Pavelski for Dallas. Plus 170 to score. You can get him at FanDuel at plus 190. He has goals in 5 of his last 6 games. This is just another prop that I think is not priced correctly. Mr. Eberle, I'm doubling up on Mr. Eberle. Point you can get for around plus 105. He's done that in 5 of his last 6 games, and he has a goal in 4 of his last 6 games. And you can get Eberle for around plus 300 to score, which is just insane. I cashed on that in game 6, and I'm going right back to it in game 7 with Jordan Eberle. I'll move along down the list here. Dun, 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 dun. And the last one is Yanni Gord for me. You can get him for a point, plus 115. He is the Kraken leading point scorer in this playoffs. He has a point in 6 of his last 7 games, and he's up to plus 118 to get a point, which is just not priced correctly because the total is so low. Because Seattle is such big underdogs, their player props are very nicely priced in this one. So, quick recap: Kraken money line over 5.5, Gord to get a point, Eberle to get a point, Eberle to get a goal, Tolvanen to get a point, Ben to get an assist, and Pavelski to score. All plus money except the over 5.5, but it's a good price in this one. Good day, Terry. I smashed like. Thank you, Captain Bry. Thank you. Let's get cracking. Yes, let's get cracking. Arizona team total over 5. We'll get to baseball very shortly, but I can totally understand why you're on that. Stars. I know, Nick. I know you like the Stars. You have your system play. I just think that they're completely priced incorrectly here. I won't be shocked if they win, though. It's game 7. Kraken. Yes. At least the Kraken. But that's it for NHL. Obviously, with only one game on. But we'll jump into the baseball segment. I have 2 games that I'm going to go over, and then I'll go through the rundown of the rest of the games. And the first game is the first game of the day, which is starting here at 4 p.m. Eastern between the Mets and the Nationals. Here you can get the Mets minus 148 to minus 160. Washington plus 125 to plus 136. 9.5s right across the board here in this one. And we have a pitching matchup of Peterson against Corbin. One really interesting fact: Washington is the 7th best team against left-handed pitchers with a 780 OPS this year. Peterson in his starts this season, 1 earned run in his first start, 5, 2, 6, 7, 4, and 4. He has been letting in runs to everybody that he faces. Now he's heading to Washington, which you might think would be a good get right spot for a pitcher. But as I said, the Nationals hit lefties very well. And I have to take the team total over here for the Nationals, which I got at 4.5 at Bet365 for plus 125. I think the Nationals score 4 or 5 runs early on in the game. Why am I not taking the full game over at 9.5? Because Patrick Corbin, who has been a moneymaker and fading him over the years, has given up more than 3 earned runs in only 2 of his 8 starts. And his last 5 starts, 2, 3, 3, 2, and 2. So he has actually pitched not too bad for Patrick Corbin. So I'm staying off the over. I'm just going to take the Nationals team total over here. The Mets have been struggling lately. So I like the team total over here for the Nationals. Welcome back, Terry. Hope everything is all well with you. Thanks, Kev. Yeah, I said at the beginning of the show, I've been dealing with some headaches So if there is ever a time where the show is just not on, I likely have a really bad headache. So that is the reason for it. Of course, Nationals money line. I'm not going to go there. Uh, I'm not going to go there. The Mets have hit Patrick Corbin very well in the past throughout the lineup. So I would not be surprised if the Nationals lose, but I think the Nationals can score runs against Peterson. Over 9.5. Happy Patrick Corbin Day today. Should be happy Peterson Day, really. But we'll move on to the second game here. Seattle Mariners and the Boston Red Sox. Seattle minus 115 to minus 125. Boston minus 105 to plus 106. 9.5s, some 10s, and a 10.5 as well in this game. And I'm backing Seattle. I'm backing Kirby in this one. Seattle by far has the pitching advantage. Boston has the hitting advantage. Um, but I'm going to go with the pitcher here. Kirby, in his last 6 starts, 1 earned run, 2 earned run, 2 earned runs, 1 earned run, 3 earned runs, and 0 in his last start. Hauk for Boston gives up 2 to 3 earned runs in most starts, 6 in his start before last. So I expect him to give up probably around three earned runs or so. I think Kirby will get the job done, and then I trust the Mariners bullpen much more than I trust this Red Sox bullpen, who has been blowing leads as of late. When they do have leads, Boston losing 3 in a row. I think they lose 4 in a row. I think this is a good spot for the Mariners in this one on the road. Sunday night. Oh, and there's that as well. Sunday night baseball fade in Boston playing Sunday night. I would have preferred they won for the Sunday night fade, but yeah, I agree with you. I get migraines on the right side of my head, and the only thing that makes it go away is Exogen migraine red label. Yeah, for me, it's the back of my head, um, the back for some reason. So, but yeah, it sucks. It sucks for sure. Mariners, Red Sox under 10. It's a kind of interesting play. Mariners bullpen ranked number 1 over the last 30 days. Yeah, see, I just said that I trusted them more than the Red Sox. I didn't know that they were number 1. So, make talking me on my play even more. I love it, Nick. But great stats for this game. And the rest of the slate, I don't have a whole lot of picks today. So I'll be honest with that. I do want to get involved in the Toronto game, but there was not a pitcher officially announced for the Yankees as of yet. It does sound like it's going to be Brito facing Manoah. So obviously, until that's announced, I don't have any official plays. But most likely, I'll be on Toronto minus 1.5. The Blue Jays have absolutely wrecked. Manoah has absolutely dominated the Yankees in pretty much every start he has faced against them. Kevin Kiermaier and Brandon Belt are extremely hot right now for Toronto. We talked about the Mets Washington game. Angels Baltimore, Ohtani against Rodriguez. I'm very torn in this game. Ohtani, in his first 5 starts, gave up a total of 2 earned runs over those 5 starts. But over his last 3, he's given up 5, 4, and 3 earned runs. Now facing Baltimore, Rodriguez, he can be good or he can be bad, and I just don't know what I'm going to get from him. So it's ultimately a pass here. Ultimately a pass. Yankees in Toronto, I kind of went over there a little bit until I get a pitcher. It's a no play for me, but most likely Toronto money line and parlay pieces in the parlay or the run line for a single bet. Mariners, Red Sox, we went over. Brewers and Cardinals. This is my picks and parlays exclusive play of the day. You can get my pick in this game up on the site in my three-pick package. Link is in the description below. Use code MLB to get 20% off. I'm off a 5-0 day yesterday, which finished with Vegas plus 161. Nice big underdog cash in that one. But you can get my play for this game up on the site. Atlanta Braves and Texas Rangers. Again, there was no official pitcher for Texas. So now we do have one. Bradford. Okay. 25-year-old that has not pitched before. Well, on the spot, because I didn't even know that he was announced, I can't. I don't know what we're going to get from him. Morden, as Nick has said on the show in the comments before, should be expecting some regression from Charlie Morden. Braves aren't playing well right now, so I'm kind of interested here in Texas, but I need to do some more research on this pitcher to find out what's going on with him. Let's jump into the chat. FanDuel says Cordero is starting for the Yanks. Interesting. I thought it was going to be Brito. Looks like Cordero opening for Brito. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Arizona game. We're getting there. But let's go on to the next game. Cubs and Houston. In this one, Jameson Taillon against Valdez for the Astros. Houston with the pitching advantage. Houston very big favorites here. Cubs not really playing too well right now, but the Cubs have the clear hitting advantage. Number 5 against lefties in baseball. Houston number 27 against righties. So the Astros offense has fallen off, and I just can't back them this big of a favorite in this game. So it's ultimately a pass. Cincinnati and the Colorado Rockies in this one. Green against Seabold. Again, not a game I want to get to here between these two teams. So I ultimately did pass. Arizona Diamondbacks and the Oakland Athletics. Arizona, big favorites in this one, but for good reason. Merrill Kelly on the mound against Rakinski for Oakland. Rakinski, 3 earned runs in his first start, 5 earned runs in both of his last 2 starts, and now he's facing the 4th best hitting team against righties in the Arizona Diamondbacks, who are 783 OPS against righties. Arizona -1.5 is too pricey for me, but Steven already mentioned it, and we'll take a look here what we're looking at. Arizona team total over 5.5, -105 to +106. Shop around at your book, but I would go with the Diamondbacks team total here in this one. Merrill Kelly, either he's shut down good, or he's given up 4 earned runs in a couple starts, 3 in another. But in his other 5 starts, 0, 2, 1, 1, and 1. So I don't want to go near an over in this game in case he does pitch very well. I'm glad I stayed off the over in the Diamondbacks Giants game, which looked like a good over, but it stayed under there. 2-1 final score yesterday. So I'm not going to go with the full game over, but I will take the Diamondbacks team total against Rakinski here. I do like the Diamondbacks to score some runs in this one. Diamondbacks / A's. Ew. Yeah, I get it. But the Diamondbacks are a sneaky good team this year. They're not. They've definitely improved. The trade was great between Arizona and Toronto. Toronto getting Varsho, which improves the Toronto's defense, and Arizona getting Gurriel, who's been smashing the ball for them. So it works out for both teams so far. Kansas City, San Diego. Heller against Waka. Both teams bottom 10 in hitting against righties. Um, Not a game I want to get to, as San Diego is gigantic favorites in this one. So I'm ultimately passing. Phillies and Giants falter against Wood. Um, Neither team hits lefties all that well. Philadelphia did earlier parts of the season hit lefties well, but they have fallen off. San Francisco, um, as much as I would like to back them in some fashion here, falter. 0-6 on the year with a 5.75 ERA. Definitely a pitcher I want to fade. Philadelphia is getting hot though lately. Getting Bryce Harper back really helped them. They've been hot recently. Uh, but I can't back them with falter. So ultimately, a pass for me. Twins and the Dodgers. Twins have took it to the Cubs the last 2 days. Dodgers here with Syndergaard on the mound. I'm leaning with the over 8.5. I have not pulled the trigger yet, but I want to take the over 8.5. Lopez has looked like his much uh, looked like his normal self from the beginning of the year, where he was shutting down teams. That's one of the only things that are kind of keeping me off. But the Dodgers can hit, and I like a higher scoring game in this one, but I've not pulled the trigger yet. And that is today's slate. As I said, no more best bet segment. But if you want to leave your favorite bets of the day, leave them in the comments below. But that's today's show. Best luck to everybody today, and we'll see you again tomorrow for another episode of Getting Wild and Flying High, free NHL and MLB picks. Best of luck, everybody.